You're leaking.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah. What is the first one?
Hare Krishna, these are wild, medicinal, and edible plants growing at the Goloka farm. And this is only the first day that we have collected them. There's up to 35, 40 of these type of medicinal, edible plants growing on the Goloka farm. So we'll begin with this. We don't have them all yet because this was the first day that we collected. So this is called yellow dock, and it is very effective as an iron supplement for men and women, especially women, because most women in the United States are iron deficient, and iron is necessary to build up blood. So, and then secondly, this is very effective for diabetes because it is very similar to neem, and it's a very bitter plant, and it can heal diabetes. And these leaves are edible, and you can make tea from the roots. Okay, this is a second wild growing plant. It's called comfrey. Now, comfrey is one of the greatest plants in the world for healing. You can heal all kinds of skin diseases with comfrey, and you can also use it for serious sicknesses like cancer and other very serious sicknesses. This is also an excellent herb for composting. You can make liquid compost from this by breaking up the leaves or cutting the leaves into small pieces and the branches, putting it into water and keeping it for about 2 or 3 weeks. And then it's an excellent nitrogen and other nutrient food for plants. So this is extremely versatile plant, very healing, and you can spell it C-O-M-F-R-E-Y. Okay, this is another very versatile plant. This is called plantain. It's not the banana plantain, but it's called plantain. Now, you can heal many skin diseases with this plant. And when it's newly grown in the early spring, you can eat the leaves exactly like spinach. It's very, very nutritious. And it's a plant that has many uses. Okay, now this next one is called Purslane. This is probably one of the most nutritious plants in the entire plant family, the plant world. And it grows wild, and it has a lot of omega-3 essential fatty acids. You don't have to eat or drink fish oil. You can take this plant instead to get your omega-3 essential fatty acids and omega-6 and so forth. And it also is full of vitamin C and many, many nutrients. So this is called Purslane, and it has these slightly reddish stems and these green small leaves. In India, in Andhra Pradesh, it's called Gangavali. Very, very good herb. It's cheap. It grows wild almost everywhere in the world. Okay, this next one is called red clover. You can see the red clover flower. This also is extremely nutritious. Cows love to eat it because it's so full of minerals, and you can heal. This making tea with these flowers is an excellent blood purifier, and it's used for cancer, healing cancer. So you'd never realize how valuable these plants are. Okay, now this next one in Andhra Pradesh is called Totakura, and it's a type of kire in Tamil Nadu. So basically, this is amaranth, and these are the seed pods, or these are the seeds, not pods, but these are the seeds here. They're going to mature. You can harvest the seeds and make dosas and rotis with it. It's full of vitamins and very high protein vegetable, and the leaves also are edible like spinach. This is a very, very useful plant. And this is another one also. We just transplanted these, so they're a little droopy, but once they root, they'll be beautiful. Okay, so those are two amaranths. Okay, so now this we just transplanted, so it's not so upright. This is called mullein. Mullein is excellent for any kind of respiratory problems or coughing. And they're very soft leaves. You can feel how soft they are. It's like cotton almost. So that is mullein. And then this is a famous plant in Tamil Nadu. It's called Malatakali. And you have the leaves and the seeds. It's a healing plant. It's used for healing many sicknesses. Not everybody knows about this plant, but it is very, very effective. You use it in dal and sambar and so forth. Okay, this is a plant called chickweed. Extremely nutritious. This is not, it's usually in its prime in the spring. I was lucky to find one still growing. This is the end of July. And this is very prolific. It's very nutritious. You eat it like a fresh salad. It tastes something like a cucumber. It's full of minerals and vitamins. That's called chickweed. Okay, this is wild chamomile or chamomile. And these flowers are used for making a tea. It's very healing. You can overcome anxiety and stress and feel relaxed by drinking this at night, a hot tea of chamomile. And this is wild chamomile. And this one here is called lamb's quarters, or in India they call it they call it batwa, and I think in the South India they call it rajgira, I think, But anyway, it's called lamb's quarter in English. You eat it exactly like spinach. It's even more minerals and vitamins than spinach. And it grows prolifically, and it goes from early spring right to the first freeze in fall, in late fall. So it's a very useful plant as a survival plant, as it say. Okay, and this is called mallow. It's in the marshmallow family, and it's an edible plant. We just picked it, so it's drooping, but it should pick up in a couple days. Okay, so that's our first pick. There's still more things that we have to pick in the next couple days, and we're going to use these plants as an exhibit in our festivals on this next Sunday, and then our first outside festival at the University Heights Community Center, 50th University Way, on August the 7th, and then a second, it's called Compassion Festival, and then a second Compassion Festival in Lake City, in another park, and then for a Crossroads Rath Yatra Festival. So this is teaching people about wild medicinal herbs growing naturally in the Pacific Northwest. And here's